So let me begin. Thank you for joining us today in this webinar on FAQs from our customers and how we solve them. And we'll be discussing some of the frequently asked questions that our customers have put forth to us over a period of time, and we'll be giving answers to you. Quick look at the agenda. First, I'll be talking about customer satisfaction and its impact on a business. And I'll walk you through how we address our customers, and I'll also talk to you about how you can reach out to us, the mediums through which you can contact us. And we'll move on to the FAQ section where Zishan will walk you through all the frequently asked questions, and he'll be providing you answers for the same. And finally, as I mentioned, we'll have the live Q&A session. First of all, how does customer satisfaction impact a business? So we'll discuss three things in total when it comes to customer satisfaction. And the first thing is customer loyalty. Customer satisfaction means that customers are going to be loyal towards a particular brand. And this is well put forth by a study by PricewaterhouseCoopers, which says that 73% of consumers having a good experience with a particular brand feel loyal towards the brand, which in turn contributes to the customers making a repeated purchase of a particular brand because they feel loyal towards it. They like the particular brand. Study by Epsilon says that 80% of the customers are likely to repurchase or buy other products from a same business if they feel like they cater towards the needs of the particular customer, like offering personalized experiences, like tailoring a particular product depending on the customer's requirement. Things like this affect or influence on how a customer feels loyal or satisfied towards a brand. All of this in turn contributes to the increase in revenue for a particular business. Where customer satisfaction leads to customer loyalty leads to businesses making repeated purchases of a brand, and that contributes to revenue increasing. So Bain & Company's study says that if a company provides customer experience or is focused on customer experience itself, made sure that their revenue was 4 to 8% higher than the competitors in the particular industry, which is a big influencer when it comes to marketing or sales or making money for a particular business. Having all this in mind, how do we address our customers at Zoho? We have two rules of thumb. The first thing is that we listen carefully, and the second thing is we act quickly. The first thing is listen carefully. So who is actually involved in this particular process? Listen carefully, part of the of assisting the customers is mostly handled by the support team and the marketing team, basically the customer facing teams, where we are in direct touch with the customer, listening to whatever they want, the needs and the issues, the escalations. And the next step is we put forth all these requirements or all these qualms or any escalations to the development team, who take care of it, of the requirements or anything of any issues, and they act on it quickly so that the customer's issue or customer's requirements are satisfied as soon as possible. So these are the two most important things that we follow at Zoho Cliq. How do you think you can reach out to us if you have anything, like if you have any issues or if you have any requirement or if you have any feature requests that you want us to fulfill for you? Then you can reach out to us through email, and the email ID is support@zohocliq.com. Please do mention whatever you need from us in the email that you send to support@zohocliq.com. Our support executives will get in touch with you as soon as possible. You are somebody who's quite active on social media and you feel like DMing through social media is your forte, then you can reach out to us on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. So we are available on all these mediums. You can look up Zoho Cliq and you can go and DM us with your requirements or anything that you would want to share with us. And the third thing is very, very easy, super easy to reach out to us. Please do visit our website. That is www.zoho.com/click. And we have a live chat embedded on our website. Please post in your requirements with your contact number and all the required details. And you can directly get in touch with our support executives live. Like you needn't have to wait for it. So these are the mediums through which you can reach out to us. Moving on, the most important part of today's session, that is discussing the frequently asked questions from our customers. So we have Zishan with us today. Hello, Zishan.
Hi, Cheryl.
We are going to be seeing different modules here. We have chats and channels, meetings, platform, integration, and admin panel. So we have different modules that we'll be discussing. And first, let's start with chats and channels. First question is how to set channel permissions.
Yeah. So setting up channel permissions is one very important thing channel admin would like to do. So channel admin doesn't want anyone from the channel to delete any channel history or give them a permission to certain set of users who can add participant in a channel, who can initiate a meeting. So as a creator of a channel, you can set up a channel permission by opening a channel, clicking on the channel profile picture, and then you have permission where you can manage it. So we have a screenshot which we have kept it here for easy reference. So you could see from the screenshot, so this is a channel profile we have and the permission tab, and beneath that we have all the actions and the roles for which we can set up permissions.
I think that explains it. So if you can tailor any channel and you can make sure that you can set up permission based on your necessities for a particular channel based on your requirements. So moving ahead, I think this is not a question, it's more of a qualm or a frequently asked statement. The user is still present in a channel though we deleted him from the organization. Why does
Uh,
this happen?
Yes, Shadila, this is more like of a issue than a question we can say here. So in general, when we delete a user or even when we mark their profile as inactive from the admin panel, the user does get removed from the channels. But at times there might be a delay in sync and
Okay.
that still have the deleted or inactive user in a channel. And for that particular scenario, what we do is we manually sync the channel from backend when customer reaches us through support.
Okay. So if you have this issue, please do email us at support@zohocliq.com and our support team will assist you on this issue and we'll get it fixed at the soonest. Moving on, how to remove a user from a particular channel.
So this is one of a question which also follows the channel permission criteria here. So if someone want to remove a user, they should have a permission to remove a participant from a channel. So as a creator of a channel, you can simply open the channel and click on the channel DP as shown in the initial question. And I mean, you can click on the participant count. Yeah, so this is for the permission and the roles where we can check what permission we have in order to remove the participant.
Okay.
So when we just simply open a channel, we have a participant count. We can
Okay.
click on it and hover over the participant whom we want to remove it, and we'll be able to remove it.
Okay. Right. So how many channels can be created in an organization? So do we have a particular number?
Yes, we definitely have a particular number, and this is irrespective of a free or a paid organization. So we can
Okay.
create up to 10,000 of channels in an organization.
Okay. Um, all right. So I think we've addressed most of the frequently asked questions pertaining to channels, and we'll move on to meetings. This is one of the most important modules wherein we keep getting a lot of tickets or a lot of questions because in this particular module especially. And the first question here is how to set a bi-weekly meeting in Zoho Cliq.
Yes, Cheryl. So this is one of the question which is being asked by a lot of our customers. So this is actually a feature request where our development team are working on it. So we
Okay.
don't have this option as of now available, but the team are on it. So we'll have it very soon.
Right. So this is upcoming. So please do watch out our social media handles for this update, and we'll be pushing this out real soon. Moving on, how can we have external users participating in meetings especially. So how can external users join from mobiles in the sessions?
Yeah, so in Zoho Cliq, while scheduling a meeting, we have an option to add participants. So we can even add our external users in the participant. And also while being on an online meeting as shown in the screenshot here, we can invite the users. So you could see here, there's a toggle button next to allow external user to join this link. So we have to turn that on and invite the user. So once the end user receives the meeting link, he or she can join from it.
Awesome. How can we run daily stand-up meetings in Cliq?
Yes, Shadil. So we do have a kind of a business requirement where the company would like to have a daily stand-up meeting, just to make sure that we are on track of all our progress and the products and the projects. So while scheduling a meeting in Zoho Cliq, we have an option called repeat event, where we can simply repeat the event and select daily. So that is how we can set up a daily stand-up meeting in Cliq.
So instead of creating meetings every day, they can just create a recurring meeting so that it's set for every day and you needn't have to just manually configure it. So this is an easier way to conduct meetings. All right.
Exactly.
How to configure a company-wide meeting in Cliq in an efficient way? So how do we do that?
So we have a channel that is an announcement channel which gets created for every organization when they sign up for Cliq. That is a channel where everyone gets added automatically when they onboard Cliq. So we can have a company-wide discussion in a channel where everyone are part of. For some company, if there isn't a channel called announcement, they can create a channel manually and add everyone to it and then initiate a meeting to have a company-wide discussion.
So they can conduct a company-wide discussion for up to 10,000 members. So if for organization having up to 10K employees, this is a great way to bring everybody together virtually in one interface.
Exactly.
Right. So the next module that we'll be discussing is admin panel, one of the important modules, core modules in Zoho Cliq. And the first question is how to set up role-based permission to restrict one-to-one chat.
Yeah, so this admin panel can be accessed only by the Cliq admins. So the admin have to click on the profile picture and the admin can see admin panel option. And clicking on that, the admin can navigate to the permission as shown in the screenshot, and you have different roles. The admin and members are the default roles created. As an admin, you can create a custom role as well. And this is how you can restrict the direct messages between the users in terms of within department or other external user as well. So this will be available for the customers who are in the paid edition of Cliq.
Okay, so this isn't available for free customers to clarify, right?
Exactly, Cheryl, yes.
Oh, okay. So moving on, how to customize or brand Cliq for a particular organization.
So we allow our customers to brand Cliq with their own company logo. So we have a lot of other options available on how we can brand Cliq. It could be through the company logo. We can also set up a custom domain.
Okay.
We can also have emailers. Rather than receiving any email from system generated mail, a customer can set up their own email address to receive an email from Cliq. And this is the screenshot on how we can set up a logo, and that can be viewed within the Cliq homepage.
So basically, you can make Cliq your own. You needn't have to, get completely restricted. Right from emailers to custom domain, you can customize everything inside Zoho Cliq.
Exactly, Cheryl, you're right, yes.
Okay, moving on. Is it possible to export data for a specific user?
Yes, Cheryl, this is possible. So we have a lot of companies who follows the compliance and security purpose. So they do export the user data for that purpose. So as an admin, we can export the data from the admin panel, and even the user private data can be exported as well.
All right. So we'll move on to platform now. I'm pretty sure there were a lot of questions from our customers regarding Cliq platform. And let's just address some important questions that need to be addressed because those are like constantly asked questions. So how can we connect Cliq with a third-party app and attain a benefit?
Zoho Cliq is an application that can be tightly integrated with any application, provided that the service has an API to connect with Cliq. So generally, if you want to connect Cliq with any third-party application, we can make use of bot incoming webhook handler. And
Okay.
through webhook handler, we can connect Cliq with the third-party services and
Mhm.
push the notification within a Cliq channel or to a bot whenever an action is triggered in a third-party service.
Okay. So what does a bot exactly do? Any examples do you have? Can it post messages to a particular channel? How does it really behave?
Yeah, so bot is basically a human assistant who can perform a task on a human behalf.
Mhm.
So we have a task bot in Zoho Cliq. That's one of the example for a bot we can say that acts as a notification center to bring up all the notification from the event creation, from the reminders,
Mhm.
and for a lot of other actions. So this is the screenshot we have from the task bot for one of the events having a accept and decline button, and we have few other screenshot as well which defines the purpose of a bot. And yes, a bot can post a message to a channel when we configure it. It can even post a message to a channel which we want to.
So another important trivia about Taskbot is basically you can use it as a place where you take personal notes, right? So anything
Exactly.
that you want to refer to later on, you would probably note down in Task and refer to it later. So you can use Task for that as well.
Exactly.
Yeah. Moving on, what is exactly a widget? Can I embed my custom apps into Click as a widget?
So widget is an application or interface that one can embed within the Click. So yes, so if you have any application which you regularly use it on your website and you want to embed it in Click, yes, you can do that. So
Okay.
we have our developers platform team who can help you with that once we have your use case with us. So for few of the example, we have a Zoho Analytics widget which we have embedded within Click, which gives us the usage of customers using Click and so on. So we have a
Okay.
lot of other example for widgets.
Okay. So if any customer has a particular requirement for a widget, they could reach out to us at support@zooclick.com and we can make sure to set it up for them, right?
Exactly, Shadil. We
Oh,
will. We have a team,
yeah,
yes.
thank you. Um, so this is an example of a widget. This is a Zoho Desk widget, right?
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, could you explain about this so that our viewers get an idea about it?
Yeah, so this is one of the Zoho Desk widget which comes by default when we integrate Click with Zoho Desk. So upon clicking on the widget, we'll be able to view all the ticket details over here, the one which is opened and assigned to us, and the one which is overdue and all that. So everything can be viewed right within the Click page rather than going to the desk URL.
Great. Okay, so let's talk about the integrations in ZoClick and frequently asked questions when it comes to integrations. And the first question is, I think this is a very, very, very frequently asked question. That is the functionalities of Zoho projects and Zoho people integration. What do they exactly do?
Yes, Cheryl. So Zoho project is one of the native integration with Zoho Click, which we have today. So it can be integrated with Click. We'll be able to configure the portal. So the main focus of this project integration is to increase our productivity from where being in Click will be able to manage our task, our issues, our bug, and we'll be able to create tasks rather than opening a Zoho project page and doing all that. Yes. So over here we have three important points which one can see. So it increases the productivity. It allows mapping of a channel, a project within a channel, and it allows to view everything right within the one interface. So yes, Shadil, we have, I believe, the screenshot, which yes, this is how the screenshot looks like. So this is the native integration from where we can view all the project-related tasks and issues within a single interface of Zoho Click homepage.
Yeah, moving on, let's talk about Zoho people integration.
Yeah, so this is also one of the integration which we have with Click. So this integration allows us to pull up the data from people within the Click, and those data would be the department or designation or the custom user fields. So once this integration is enabled, we'll be able to kind of apply leave from the Zoho Click itself. We'll be able to check in and check out both from Click and people as well, and they do sync with each other.
All right. So This is an interesting question. I think this is one of the most commonly asked questions in recent times because of all the open AI boom here. So let's talk about how to integrate Click with ChatGPT.
Yeah, so ChatGPT is something which is kind of storming out in an internet today. So our team has worked hard on to bring up the extensions where we have integrated ChatGPT with Click. It helps us to get the questions and answer which we really want through ChatGPT. So rather than going to the ChatGPT URL, we can make use of it within the Click itself.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have the help document as well for this, through which we can integrate ChatGPT. We'll share that as well. So here are the few of the
So
screenshots.
these are some of the these are some of the features as part of the Chat GPT extension where we have at mention. So when you at mention Chat GPT, it will give you the data about whatever you are asking for. And moving on, there is another thing where it generates image inside a particular channel or inside a particular chat. All you have to do is just give a prompt of whatever image you want, and the image will be generated in the particular chat. Or you also can make use of these this slash command called slash summarize, where if you use it, it will summarize the last 25 messages of a particular conversation, and it will give you a paragraph, basically a brief explanation of what went on in the conversation. And then you can also use this message action where you can create an outline by using the create outline message action. And that's it from the extension in ChatGPT. We are also working on other developments in ChatGPT, which will be available to you soon. And please do watch out Zoho Cliq social media handles for more information. Now let's move on to external collaboration in Zoho Cliq. This is a very, very interesting topic because a lot of customers come to us with various questions on how to collaborate externally with our vendors, our users, how to add them to a channel, how to talk to them in chat and things like that. So the first question here is how to invite a vendor or a temporary user as an external user in Zoho Cliq.
So, Cheryl, we have an option to invite guest user within the Zoho Click paid edition, where we can simply click on invite guest and enter the email address to invite it. But even for a free version of the users who are using Click, they can add the external user as a contact to have a direct message with them. So we have a few screenshots which you can share it here. Yes. So this is how we can click on the quick action button from the Click homepage, and we'll be able to invite guests by entering the email address. The end user will receive an invitation link. They click on it, verify themselves by an OTP, and that's it, good to go.
So this is an easier way to add a guest and then get chatting with them. Moving on, how to have a group conversation. We were talking about how to invite a particular user, but how to have a group conversation with the external user in the free edition of Click, especially in the free version.
Yes. So there is a workaround here, I can say. So in generally, we let our customer knows that we have an external channel where you can invite the external user, which is something which comes in the paid edition of Click. But there is something which we can do even in the free edition. So if we have someone to communicate with through a group chat, what we can do is we first have to add the user as a contact, and once they accept the contact request, we'll be able to add them in a group chat for a group collaboration.
Great. This is a great workaround. I think a lot of them have no idea about how to do this. And thank you for sharing this information with everybody
Welcome,
in the
Shraddha.
session. And the next question is how many external channels can be created and how to invite a user to an external channel?
So this external channel feature is available in the paid edition of Click, which allows you to create 5 external channel per user license. So if you have 10 license, you can create 50 external channel, and you can have up to 500 participants within an external channel. So yeah, so and how to invite a user. So if you've already created an external channel and if you want to invite the user, you just have to open the channel, click on the channel DP, and enter the user email address and invite them. So we have a screenshot here for customer reference. So here you go. So we have a channel called client support, and then we have the add participant field where we have to input the email address and then invite it.
Okay, moving on. This is also a very important question. This came up after we launched Click Networks very, very recently. That is last year, towards the end of last year. So, what is the difference between Click Networks and external channel when it comes to external collaboration in Click?
Yeah. So network is something which we recently implemented. So this is a dedicated space which provides our customers to collaborate with their external users, but
Mhm.
the end user doesn't have to sign up for Click. But as an external channel is something you invite an external user, the end user has to sign up for a Zoho account, and then there should be a part of a Zoho Click just to collaborate with you. But network simplifies this. It only allows you to create a Zoho account and that's it. You're good to collaborate. You can make use of a mobile application as well. So
Mhm.
within the external channel, the conversation or communication is limited within the channel. But when you come to a network, you add set of users. All those users can communicate with each other. You can create the channels and add the users to collaborate.
Okay, so the core part of this difference is that network is a dedicated space, wherein channel is like just a channel where restricted collaboration happens. Wherein network, it's more of a wide space as to how people can onboard, as to how organizations can onboard external vendors or employees to collaborate with each other. And also, we have limitations for I mean networks, right, Zishan?
Yes, Cheryl. So the network option will be only shown to the one who are using the paid edition of Click. And in
Okay,
the paid edition of Click, you will be allowed to create only three free network. And in each network, you can have up to 100 participants.
that's great. So if anybody wants to purchase additional networks, then they have to look at the other plans so that they make use of this feature to the fullest.
Exactly.
All right. So we've come to the end of the session. So we have discussed some of the frequently asked questions from our customers. But if you have a feature request for us, if you have been trying to reach out to us regarding this, then please check this out. Navigate to zoho.com/click/what's new.html. We have a submit a feature request button in the header of the page itself, which will open a form for you. Please do fill in all the requirements and submit the form, and we will get the response. And our team will reach out to you at the earliest time to address whatever requests you have got for us. Thank you so much for joining us. It was a pleasure answering all your questions. Thank you, Zishan, for being a part of this session and helping all of us out with the questions.